Is there a double standard when it comes to men and women? I'm going to talk about that coming up next. What's good, everyone? Mario here. In this video, we're going to be talking about selfies, men and women, and is there a double standard when it comes to the use of selfies in your online dating profile pictures? Well, let's get into that topic. But first, let me share with you that if you're not fully satisfied with your current dating or your online dating experiences, I invite you to join me in one or both of my free online academies. We have Get Game Group Academy and our Online Dating Academy. Both of them send out free weekly videos designed to help you level up your game. Sign up is super easy, takes seconds, and you could do so just by clicking the link in the description for this video. Now let's get into it. All right, selfies. Double standards for either men or women, do they exist when it comes to our online dating profile pictures? Well, the answer is absolutely yes, there is. There's a double standard that is in favor of women and punishes men. So I want to kind of clarify some things because there's some nuances that I want everyone to understand, both men and women, about this concept. So while women are more rewarded than punished for using selfies in online dating profiles, it doesn't mean that it's a go-to or that they should be making this move, because it is possible to screw it up. Now, here's the thing. Ladies, you luck out because us guys are super simple. We basically see things, we like it, and we don't overcomplicate things, all right? So we really don't care about your use of selfies unless there are some things that really can't be ignored. Some things that we might need to pay attention to are the following. So, for instance, if you're not good at taking selfies, well, obviously you could be punished for it because we'll notice it and we'll notice the poor quality. So you really need to be making sure that you have good selfies, all right? Now, there are women out there who take horrible selfies. They don't know how to do it, or they have bad faces, or they have just bad lighting, they have bad angles, they have a bad background. And bottom line is, it's not even an average selfie, it's a below average selfie. And when you put those up on your online dating profile, those can be noticed and you can be downgraded to someone being like, I don't know about this profile, or even, I want to disqualify this person because of their pictures. All right, you'd want to be careful of using poor selfies. Number two, you could be using too many selfies. All right, now sometimes I'll look through these online dating profiles from women, and I'll be looking at them and I'll say, okay, there's 7 pictures, but I see 5 selfies. All right, now here's the thing: when we're getting a selfie, oftentimes we're getting some repetition, but also, you know, like, we don't really care too much as men if we see a selfie. But imagine being a guy and seeing the 5th selfie in a row. It's not a good look. We're starting to notice that, like, geez, does anybody else take pictures of you? Or are you into yourself way too much? What's up with all these selfies? And again, you can lose points, all right? Next thing is, as I kind of mentioned earlier, what if you're using the same style picture of selfie over and over? For example, those headshots that everybody seems to love. Well, one headshot is fine, all right? Understand it. And maybe it looks cute and you can pull it off, ladies. But imagine, again, if I see that headshot for the 3rd or 4th time. The first time was actually enough. I didn't need to see that same thing. I'd seen all I needed in that first picture. That was the headshot selfie. All right, don't repeat it over and over and over. All right, and let's just kind of circle back to here. Regarding this, for women, how does it work out for them most of the time? Most of the time, guys don't care. And most of the time, if it's a good, cute picture, guys will even be like, that's fine by me, I approve, or it's got my attention. They're not focusing on, geez, like, but it's a selfie, what do I think about that? What does that say about her? Guys really aren't into that. We're just thinking, wow, that's a cute picture. I'd like to get to know her. I should message her. I hope she messages me. That's about as deep as it gets. So for you ladies out there, in most cases, if you have some decent to above average selfies, which I hope you do, you're in most cases going to be rewarded, or at least not, it won't count against you, all right? Very few times will you be actually punished for them, and I kind of explained those situations where you might be making some mistakes to be punished. Now let's talk about the guys, all right? Guys, when you're taking selfies, it's very much a low reward, high risk sort of venture. Why? Because women just have a double standard about this thing. They think that it's okay for them, but when they see a guy taking a selfie in their online dating profile, a lot of times it can just immediately cause them to just kind of throw out an association things like vain, narcissist, arrogant, self-centered, self-absorbed, douchebag, fuckboy, whatever it is. There's so many women out there who will throw that out there when you ask them, hey, what do you think about guys who take selfies and put them in their online dating profile? That's what they'll say. Now, here's the thing. There are always going to be exceptions to the rule. So there are going to be exceptions where women don't think that they would go for a selfie sort of guy, but they will. Why? Why would they do that? Well, quite simply because the guy is physically attractive enough to pull it off. Or cumulatively, she's liking everything so much in his profile that she's able to be like, wow, everything's going on. Then she looks at the selfie and she's totally just looking past the fact that it's a selfie. And you've already scored points and she's not taking any away from you. So there are there are men out there who are like in that elite category of I could take a selfie and it doesn't punish me. And what I want you all to know is if you're not in that elite company where you think that you could pull it off, if you're not sure, don't do it. All right, so basically, anyone watching this video, I'm probably talking to you. Don't do it. There are very few people, and even if those people are, it's a high-risk, low-reward venture, something that I have experimented with, and at the same time, I clearly know when I'm doing this that I'm doing it to experiment, but I know, like, this is just not the best strategy. If I were trying to follow all the better practices, that would not be one of them, but for me, I kind of try to purposely experiment and push boundaries and break the rules and see what actually does work. And I'm always challenging those systems. But for most people, don't do that. All right. So just remember, even for those women out there who say that, oh, I would never go for a guy who would take a selfie. That's complete bullshit. I want you to understand everybody. Sometimes what both men and women say is not actually what they behave like. So it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to turn down that hot guy who takes a selfie, who's got a great profile and you like everything else about him, but he did take a selfie. I'm telling you, if that guy takes that selfie, most women are not going to punish him. But overall, yes, there is that double standard for men. So let's remind each other, ladies, let's just not mess it up with some of the simple mistakes regarding using selfies or using them poorly in excess or just not executing very well. And men, probably the safest route for you is to acknowledge there is a double standard and let's just play it safe. Let's not use selfies. Hopefully you've got some other pictures, and you know what, pictures are such a big deal. You should probably invest more time and effort into making sure you have quality pictures instead of just saying, this selfie will have to do. All right, that's my advice for you all. If you have other input or comments, please share them in the description. I'd love to hear from you guys. Comment them and I'll take a look. Until the next video, you all take care. Thanks for watching. If you appreciated the content from this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And male or female, if you're not satisfied with your dating or online dating experience, I invite you to join one or both of our free academies. We have Get Game Group Academy and Get Game Group Online Dating Academy, both of which send out free weekly videos designed to help you up your game.